So today I phoned police today after yesterday, the police unit in the form of a Mr McManus, I believe, at the Child Protection Unit for Q Division, which covers my home residence, East Kilbride. Today I sent the videos that are on, and now this one, to the ministers. I will be sending it to the Dodge merchant at the Child Protection Unit. Now he would say there's no criminality. This is what he's saying, there's no criminality in. I'll also be sending this to Puck. Now he's saying there's no criminality, and two ministers who are directly responsible and to which this inquiry are going to answer to with their conclusions, that their remit into historical child abuse into care has no bearing on saying to ministers, I've got proof that you, not historically, but now, right up till now and beyond today, into tomorrow, are committing institutional child abuse through legislative fraud and lying to the public and committing malfeasance for the purposes of you and the rest of your public service cronies and their subsidiary private enterprises raping the public purse. So here's some emphatic facts. My case cost you £250,000. That's just the start. It's the way in which you talk all your psychopathic babble without reference to rigorous insight and research. So the claim of misogyny. And I won't repeat myself because it's already in the postings. But as I told you, Nicola, as I told you, Humza, and as I tell Kenny McCaskill and all the other cabinet secretaries prior to you since the inception of the Scottish Government, you haven't listened, taken your chances and abused your power under the idea that Harvey Weinstein, that you could go and feel up their skirt, the analogy of our legislation. They like him, you can go about and rape people, defile them, cause them real psychological harm, and in doing so harm the public purse, because these people can't operate in a contributive way to the full extent they would otherwise. And also the subsidiary costs to taxpayer being diverted during austerity that you're claiming about. So here's one case, £250,000 wasted, Nicola, and you're still 10 years into power blaming Theresa May. Here you go, Nicola. See that? That's your jail. That's your criminal investigation right here. Just so you're under any suspicion, any doubt that I'm a man of my word. And if my daughter's listening, whether she likes me or not, and I don't know what demonisation excuses she's been given, or the media extent, I've sent these videos to the BBC today, and I've told them, I'm saying to you, because if you sit fanning about with your duties, then you'll be held in court. And public opinion will be quite clear. Whether you're a misogynist, a feminist, if you're all be under the rule of law, even with its flaws today, says that they're child abusers. They've had to lie, cheat and deceive to the extent they're all criminals waiting to be found out. And I'm the man that's going to do it, with your help. So I come back to Glasgow, as I've already stood out the SNP office conference and said, and not one person approached me, because they're all in, oh, shock. He's calling our leader a child abuser. You're damn right, she is a child abuser. That's not, she is behaving like a child abuser. She is a child abuser. She's sexist, she's abusive towards kids' human rights, she's a shyster, she's a snake oil salesman, and I've had enough of them. 18 years, no more. And this is how we're going to do it. I can, free, without any papers, stand for 2 days and go through all this stuff. The speech of the separations of powers by the Scottish Parliament and the Scottish Judiciary, the consultation for the 2006 Family Law Scotland Act, which is not compliant with ECHR, contrary to what you told the Queen's personal secretary, private secretary, when seeking royal assent, which is an explicit act of fraud. Politicians can go to jail for claiming falsely thousands of pounds. Would you go to jail for being a minister, knowingly and with conscious bias, lying and making legislation that is abusive towards children and parents, and then saying to the Queen and the voters who want to be informed to make a choice whether they want happy with that or keep you for those, they can't do it. This is all crimes. You're going to jail, Nicola, quite rightly so. Or you can take option B. Be shown to be the one that's saying, this is wrong, this isn't consistent with our campaign on hypocrisy, such as misogyny, white power, patriarchy. That's patriarchy. So this patriarchy so far has given you gay rights, same-sex marriage, LGBTQ support, funding, women in power. The Queen, Prime Minister, First Minister, get over yourselves. And the majority are women. And that's what's showing all this misogyny. It's irrational. It's not scientific based, no scientific rigour. Just the same as submission that shows a bias against unmarried fathers by every sheriff in Scotland under the Sheriffs Association renders them incompatible with residing over cases. That's literally what it is, people. That's what happens when the judiciary gerrymanders with its duty. It's not me that makes these conclusions. It's the same legal system they're standing under to dispense their criminal behaviour. They're going to jail. So if you are the Cabinet Secretary for Justice, Hamza Yusuf, that's you, you're a criminal. Unless you want to actually meet me. But now the staff who sent me these despicable suggestions that I go to this child abuse inquiry covering child abuse in care won't even pick up the phone, and they will not acknowledge my letters. And I'm going to put that forward to the police as further. But the police now are blocking that, so now I've got to send it to PIRC. These are all avoiding it. If I was in any way wrong, how come I'm so vocal? Where's the proof that says that this guy's talking a lot of crap? There is no. There's 8 testimonies, expert testimony, what would be described as expert testimony under law, saying that this act is not compliant. Where's your evidence, Scottish Government? Doesn't exist. How did you lie? Why did you lie? Why are you abusing children and their parents under gender discrimination, leading to institutional child abuse? Child abuse, child abuse. You're going to jail. Here's how. And the facts, and the public, of course.